At some point, we don't want to admit it, but we've all gotten angry while playing video games. Tekken is a very unique game because it's one of those games that can really push you to the limit of your patience. In this video, we're going to go ahead and look at anger while playing video games and how it works with and against us, because it can be a very useful tool if used wisely. Now, when you think about getting mad or angry while playing Tekken, you probably imagine somebody jumping around, screaming, probably breaking or throwing a controller, right? Sadly, some of us have a memory of ourselves, but usually we think about somebody going out of control. This is not all of us, but we all get tilted to some degree. And afterwards, you feel some kind of guilt or embarrassment for how you acted. But today, we're gonna go ahead and look at a different side to anger. Let's look at something that may have been overlooked, and that is the positives of getting angry. There are a few. Let's look at the negative side. Now, there are a lot here, so bear with me. Point number one, cognitive impairment. Getting angry can lower your ability to learn the matchup and adjust to your opponent's playstyle. Now this, I think that it's happened to me, it probably has happened to you too. While playing, you get a little bit tilted and you just want to win, you just want to like show them up, but that's not the thing to do. You might be outclassed by this player and it's literally just your opportunity to focus up and learn. So that way, the next time you play against this person or this character, you have better tools at your disposal. Number two, anger can burn through your energy faster and tire you out. So Tekken is a game that requires a lot of focus, so it is pretty tiring at base. Well, for me, maybe you guys are much better at that than I am. But if you're getting angry while playing the game, it's gonna tire you out even more, and you're gonna get sloppy. And that leads to point number three. It affects your decision making. So while you're angry, your anger can override your thought process and lead you to make worse decisions, lead you to have poor problem solving, and just poor performance overall, such as missing your inputs and dropping combos. Number four, it makes you predictable. In other words, tunnel vision, but on the opposite side, your opponent can see what's happening. Playing against an opponent that's focused and cool, while you are getting heated, probably won't end in a win for you, especially if you're rushing in and using the same strategies repeatedly. Now, while you're angry, you may not be seeing this because you're doing the wrong things and you're not adapting to your opponent's playstyle. So you're simply focused on just trying to get back at them instead of actually adjusting, learning, adapting. Number five, it increases your stress. And I wanted to save this for last because I think this is a very important point, especially in the modern era. Some stress in life is perfectly normal. It's fine. You're going to have some stressors. But chronic stress is it's a dangerous thing because chronic stress can cause or even exacerbate physical and mental health issues or disorders. You don't need more of that in your life. You can imagine going to work, having to deal with the difficulties of work, going to school, having to deal with school and homework, having to deal with family life and different relationships. And now you're supposed to be sitting down to enjoy this game, but you're getting angry and stressed out on a regular basis? That doesn't really make sense. But really think about it. You're putting yourself in an angry and stressed state while playing a video game. Over time, that's not going to be good for you. Me personally, I play games to have fun and challenge myself. Not to get riled up to the point that I hurt myself, especially like causing damage to my internal organs and stuff in the long run. Tekken, just like most other fighting games, can get you angry, can get you tilted, can be very frustrating. But you have to learn how to control yourself and control that anger. You have to. If you're not having fun while playing these games, and you're constantly complaining and giving yourself high blood pressure just to do what? Like, this is an online game. It's not even a tournament. There's not money on the line. It's not worth it, right? There's nothing there's nothing on the line for you. Specifically, I'm looking at people online who get angry and put videos on the internet. Like, yeah, I understand that you can build an audience like that, but is that really good for you? Is that really the path that you want to go down for internet fame? Like, I don't think that's worth it. But for some people, they think it's valuable. They think it's worth the investment of anger, I guess. You know what? I actually want to add this part. Here are a list of some health issues that can be caused by chronic stress. I find it hard to say that word. Number one, high blood pressure. Number two, heart palpitations. Three, arthritis. Four, eczema. Five, excessive sweating. That happens to me. Number six, hair loss. That's concerning. Number seven, depression. Number eight, mood disorders. Number nine, insomnia. And number 10, this kind of threw me for a loop while researching this. Loss of brain cells. Oh boy, this is a fun word. So this relates to neurodegenerative disorders like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. I don't know how angry you guys are getting. I don't think I'm getting that angry on a regular basis to be losing brain cells. But this, I'm not joking here. This is a real thing. Like, if this doesn't help you to see how bad it is to constantly be in an angered state, I don't know what to tell you, man. Okay, so let's look at some of the positives that we can get from being angry. I know it sounds weird, but there are a few, such as increased motivation. Anger can motivate you to take more action and also overcome a challenge. So you can use it as a fuel source of some kind to win a match, but if you don't win, where does that energy go? It's transferred, possibly to hate mail or harassment, or something you own and then you're gonna have to pay for it. But let's look at an example like MMA or boxing. So anger can be a fuel source that you can utilize in these different arenas to outperform your opponent. The second positive would be more focus and concentration. Being angry can actually increase or improve your ability to make quick choices. It can also improve your focus. This can be very useful if the activity that you are focused in is also the direct reason for your anger. In this case, playing Tekken and someone keeps spamming the same move, so now you have to focus and see when they're going to use that move again to punish accordingly and then launch them. Typically, I'm imagining like a snake edge. People like using those, but they're not safe. The final benefit that I have here is it's an energy boost, right? So getting angry, your body will actually provide you with more energy thanks to hormones like adrenaline. This is obviously a great asset for you while you're playing, but it's short-lived. And since you're using more energy faster, if you lose, now you are in a hyped up state and you need to redirect that energy elsewhere, like your poor innocent controller. All right, so I don't want to leave you guys in a bad mood. Let's look at how we can go about and manage our anger while using it to our benefit. So number one, we can try to channel or focus the anger and use it as a short-term energy source or use it for a little performance boost. But we do have to be mindful that we can't stay in that state, right? So we're gonna have to move into point number two, which would be to understand when you gotta dissipate that anger. For me, I try to use deep breathing exercises. So if you're angry while playing Tekken, right, put down the controller, fold your arms, breathe deeply, and exhale 10 times. It's that easy. I understand that you're probably looking at me like, hey man, what kind of mumbo jumbo? It's not crazy. It's just simply breathing, right? You're focusing on something other than the game that's ticking you off, and breathing, helping to regulate your nervous system, giving your body some time to calm down, right? Think about something else. Like, think about how much your setup costs. You don't want to break that, or how expensive medication is in the future, all right? You don't want this to get worse. Number three, you can limit your playtime. If you know that you're gonna get mad while playing, you can set a limit to how long you're gonna play. For me, I use like a timer. So sometimes I'm too busy and I just want to get a few matches in, but I don't want to spend too much time on the game. I use a timer. Simple as that. If you're the kind of person that is going to get angry while playing video games, you can limit how long you play them for. Now, these all take some level of control, right? So you need to be able to control yourself, otherwise none of this is going to work. You know, to me, games should be fun and relaxing experiences. It shouldn't be something that should cause negativity and stress in my life. Right? So getting a little tilted, getting a little angry, you know, getting a little heated, saying a few mean words from time to time, I think that's normal, right? But making a mess of your apartment or of your room, that's never good. Destroying your own property, that's weird. Like, you paid for this, or you were gifted it, and then you broke it in a fit of rage. Dude, that's a cartoon character. Now, this video started out as a simple video that I wanted to share some of my views on getting angry while playing video games, specifically Tekken and fighting games. I think those games are something else when it comes to getting frustrated, but it changed into something completely different. Regardless, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, I want you to go ahead and type, "I am calm, cool, and collected" in the comments. Take care. Bye-bye.